Good morning. Today's Thursday, January 14th, and we're going to do a live solve of the New York Times crossword. Today's crossword was constructed by Amy Lucido and Ella Dershowitz. Amy's name is familiar. I don't recognize Ella. And it's Thursday. Who knows what we're going to get on Thursday. It could be some trickeration, but we'll see how it goes. And let's do it. Missing. I think that's probably AWOL, like missing from a military base. Let's see here. Plus and minus. So I would have said that was ions, but charge, plus and minus. That's interesting. Could be a lot of things, obviously. A common bait fish in North American streams. Not a big fisherman. Fisher? Can you be a fisher? I don't know. Express. So this is express lane, I think, and through lane. Something of power. Common impeachment charge. Boy, so I want to say like dereliction of power or I don't know, but 5 letters is interesting. Superlative is probably just best. And this is a la King, home of Baikal, the world's deepest lake. I guess this is just Asia, nothing more complicated than that. Relative of croc is a gator. Overwhelms with down. It's not weighs down. I don't know. You don't like what I did? I don't care. Oof. So presumably this is going to be. Oh, actually, I was going to say this is probably the first themer, but I guess I wasn't really paying much attention. There's these circled letters, which obviously are going to be the themer, and I have no idea what they're about. So we'll find out together. Mythical being, old style. Desires, like wants. As a whole. So, I mean, I think that's probably right. And I got to say, I'm not crazy about that. When there's also Allah, and then Asia is just Asa with an I there. So that's a lot of overlappy stuff. Oftentimes a blast. Secreted. Now I wonder, like, okay, so I think, have I met her? This is probably who. So secreted, I'm thinking about like secreting a liquid from something, but I wonder if this is like more like secreted and it's just hid. Could that be? Tangy chip accompaniment, onion dip, that works. And I don't know. I mean, secreted, is that a word? I don't know. Core features are abs or abdominal muscles. General with a dish is general so. I hate this. We see this all the time, and like where I grew up, this was General Tao's chicken, Tao, and I've seen a lot of variety of spellings of that. So it's a little tough. What a nod may signify is yes. Lover of Cesario in Twelfth Night. Oof. What was this? Goes Christmas caroling. Air Force One VIP is the president. POTUS, I guess. POTUS. Classic party game or a hint to solving the answers that intersect circles. So classic party game. Spin the bottle, maybe? Spin the bottle. So a hint to solving the answers that intersect circles. Okay, well, that doesn't help. Can't stomach. Hates, I think, probably. Beyonce was crazy in love. Does this work? STL. Yes, Cardinals are from St. Louis. A House member with 11 million Twitter followers informally. I'm going to guess this is probably AOC. Spanish Bear is either osa or oso. It's a laugh. It's a laugh. Whiz. What's this? Stoic, maybe? Stoic. A whiz, so ace, I guess. What's this? Relevance of text in librarians' lingo. Relevance of text about news. About. I've never, whatever this is, I don't think I'm familiar with it. I can't remember last time I went to a physical library either. Posed for is sat for. Have a Pavlovian response is drool. 90-day fiance. So this is probably like TLC maybe. I don't know. Moves like molasses. This is oozes or seeps. Percussion duos. Percussion duos. I'm not sure what that is. You can come out now. Not sure. Common sources of conflict. I mean, is it just like wars? Stick. No, so stick is adhere. Common sources of conflict. Egos. Ancient unit of length. So I think it's probably a cubit. If it's not, then I'm up a tree here because that's the only ancient unit of length I can think of. But I know that like Noah's Ark was measured in cubits. So I think that's probably it. Scale amount. It's like your wage or your pay. I'm not sure. Matzah doesn't rise because it's unleavened. Steph Curry's birthplace. So, I mean, is this Steph Curry? Like, or is there a different Stephen Curry? I don't really know. But I have no idea what the answer is. Micro or macro econ. Docs treating vertigo are ear, nose, throat doctors, ENTs, because your inner ear is going to give you the vertigo. Years before 2020. Years before 2020. Interesting. Tear is maybe like rend. Is this like wassails? Goes Christmas caroling. Wassails? What is this? Lover. Ugh. So this is going to be a tough little area. I mean, this one's confusing, and this is a name I'm not familiar with. What a letter needs. A letter needs a lease because they're letting their apartment. So this is wrong. Desires. Oof. Desires. Something's funky. Funky. Funny. I don't know. Summon. Page. Obamas are the power couple from Chicago. Garage jobs are wanted this to be like lubes or something, but this will be SO manorial worker. Surf, perhaps. So maybe these are nodes. Summon. Ugh. Maybe not nodes. A brief appearance. So I guess this is a trial, like a trial brief. I mean, at first brief appearance, I was thinking cameo, but I don't know. I kind of think this is aboutness, which is a very librarian-y thing to say. Trial, we did it. Hooray. Common bait fish. Oof. Foolish. Superlative. Hey. So this is bogs down. So it's not. Bogs down. So brief appearance. A brief appearance. Like. Ugh. Foolish. just like ingest. I mean, I've got something really funty going on here. But I don't know what. Okay. You don't like what I did? So sue me. So sue me. Okay, that works. Happy about that. Olympian with 8 gold medals. This is Usain Bolt. There's something about Usain Bolt. He's like something like he owns all 10 of the sprinting records by people um, who haven't tested positive for performance enhancers. Oops. Um, like he's the only world-class sprinter who isn't associated with PEDs, which is pretty amazing. He's so fast. Mythical being. I'm going to say this is aboutness, which is a very interesting term and really odd fill. Relevance of text in librarians' lingo, aboutness. But I think it works. Homes for rubber duckies are baths. Through is via. Oops. So this must be Olivia, lover of Cesario. And desires play. So I wonder if this is because I want this to be wants, right? Desires, wants. And that must be the spin the bottle. So maybe I take the T. So maybe like the E is really this T and this T is really this L or something. Garage jobs, or because I wanted that to be lubes. Okay. So something, yeah, I guess I just don't really understand this theme, but we're moving letters. That seems clear. And so this will be polls and page, polls, page. And so loots, like I'm stealing a B, I guess from here, maybe. Maybe that's where the B comes from. I don't really understand this though. Spin the bottle, like class party game or a hint to solving the answers that intersect circles. Because I mean, this is definitely supposed to be T, and this is definitely supposed to be B, but that doesn't really help. Because then what is this supposed to be? How am I gonna get it? A mythical being. I think this is probably fairy. Fairy? Foolish. Plagues. Besets. Common bait fish. This is like a chub. Chub. Superlative. X. Can't stomach abhor through per. It's a laugh. So Spanish bear is a laugh, like it's a laugh, a hoax, maybe? No. A hoot. And then this must be TLC. Roll call. This looks like origin over here. Wow, I'm glad I had the crosses because that 000 wouldn't have helped me a lot. I can't remember last time I did math that included origins. Not a single person on an award show. Co-host, percussion duos are hi-hats. So this uses a light scalpel on. Okay, so this would be Tases, but it's Oases. So where are we stealing that T from? We already stole the T, didn't we? Or no, we didn't. But like, why does this T come down here, and why does, or no, the T goes here? I'm so confused. How could I, and this is liter. Again, it's a T. So we have the letters of bottle, B-O-T. So this must be another T as well, B-O-T-T-L-E. And we're spinning those letters. But I just don't understand the directional requirement here. Go down in respect, lose face. Musical role, Ava Perón. Roll call. You can come out now. It's safe. Spud is a tater. Scale amount is tear. Appropriate answer for this spot in the puzzle is end, I guess. Tear and rend. End crossing rend. Come on. What do we have here? Roll call. Is it like active? Stat. Listings on a train schedule. Stations. Luau strings are ukulele. So Stephen Curry must be Akron, Ohio. Roll call action, and then teens. Okay, so a brief appearance. So this is like what letter does this end in? Could it end in B, E, O? A brief appearance. I feel like it's probably O. A brief appearance, something bio. But I'm so bad at this stupid fish. Common bait fish. Is it a chub? Foolish. Oh yeah, so foolish would be unwise. So what is this? Overwhelms with O's down? Like, oh, so maybe this was Cameo. That was interesting. So I wanted this to be oh. Boy, that's interesting that they do the slashes for the fill. Yeah, I don't totally understand this. I think Spin the Bottle is a pretty nice revealer. And I like the idea of, kind of twirling the letters around. And it was pretty clear early on that I needed, this to be wants and that there was something funny going on. But I don't understand it. I don't understand why this is a T. Like, I don't understand the pattern, I guess. And maybe that's just because I'm standing here trying to talk about it while I'm trying to figure it out as well. Wassails. That's an interesting one. This corner, I mean, the cameo fairy thing was tough, and chub. I don't know why unwise. I mean, mows down versus bogs down. I like bogs down, which is the answer I had. I think it's a little bit more apt than mows down. But it works, and it's not wrong. There's a lot of pretty crappy short fill, especially this A stuff like Allah, Azza, Abs, AOC, Ace. I mean, there's just so much short A stuff. A1, AWOL, Asia. That's a lot of it. I'm trying to find some highlights. I mean, I don't really see anything in here that's like they really knocked my socks off. It's an okay solve. It's more concept based than quality fill. I don't love the execution here. I do think that the cluing was decent, although there's just some stuff that I just don't. I mean, Olivia, lover of Cesario and 12th Night. I mean, that just doesn't ring a bell to me at all. But not a bad solve. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not poorly constructed. It's just didn't have a lot of highlights for me. And I think that this theme did put a little bit of a burden on the rest of the fill. And that's why we have so much short stuff and, specifically a lot of generic short stuff. Aboutness was probably my favorite. And I think we should bring back the librarian. I think the librarian should have a resurgence in the 21st century. Anyways, that's not too bad. I mean, we solved that in 1630 live solve on a little bit of a tricky Thursday. So that's pretty good. I appreciate your guys' help today. You really stepped up for this Thursday solve. But that's about it. I'm going to sign off and hope you'll join me here next time for the next live solve. I'm going to stick with these Thursday through Sundays, I think, unless I get feedback that tells me not to. If you want to read my full write-up of this solve, you can find it at crossboss.blog. I'll post that in the next couple hours. And thanks for joining me, and see you next time.